What's up, guys? Isaac Thomas.
This is Scuba Steve Simmons.
Thomas.
Scuba Steve Simmons Thomas.
Scuba Steve Simmons Thomas.
All right, let's go with
I
that.
like that. We have 4 names.
Scuba
Sounds
Steve.
Very bougie and professional.
Scuba Steve
Scuba Steve.
Simmons. What is it?
You gotta like Scuba Steve
Simmons Thomas.
Simmons Thomas.
Okay. I like.
Scuba
I
Steve
think.
Thomas Simmons.
I think it fits.
I don't like that.
It's smooth.
It's smooth. It flows off the tongue.
It flows up.
It rolls off the tongue. That's what it is.
It flows off
It
the
flows off the tongue.
It shakes up.
It shakes off the tongue.
All right. Speaking of smooth, that's a good transition to talk about this week's alcohol, which is Hiram Walker Blackberry Flavored Brandy.
Ooh.
All right.
Blackberry flavored brandy.
Yeah. What's not to like? Got blackberry liquor, delicious.
Let's go. I'm trying to get drunk today.
Not today.
Not today.
That's for Thursdays.
It's only for Tuesday mornings.
All right. So today we are back to our regular format.
This is good.
Is it good?
It's good. I like it. It's almost
Yeah.
it's
No,
almost cough syrupy.
It does taste like a cough syrup, yeah.
That's exactly what it tastes like.
Maybe it is
like
cough syrup.
Chocolate, grape, like the grape suckers.
Yeah.
That's what these taste like.
Yeah.
Or Robitussin.
I think this is gonna make us drowsy. I think this is just
This
yeah.
tastes like Robitussin.
Yeah.
That's what it is. I don't think it's bad.
I always hated how they would make
I used
it
to drink Robitussin as a kid.
just to drink it. Now, that's hardcore.
I like the way it tasted.
I always hate how they
Who's that weird kid?
those medicines they just like make. What just throw?
Nothing.
Okay, how they would like make this medicines taste like Motrin tastes like grape or orange.
Yeah, yeah.
This just makes it worse. Like this.
Tastes like medicine.
Yeah. Anyway,
I feel like this would be good with Sprite.
Sprite.
If you mix this with Sprite, it would be good.
Yeah. At my second taste, I agree. It's missing Sprite.
Your second barely taste.
Yeah.
I think it would be good with Sprite. That'd be a good summertime pool type drink.
All right. That'll be the slogan. Blackberry brandy goes good with Sprite.
By the pool.
By the pool.
By the pool.
On a summer day.
On a summer
All right. All right. Let's get to our first story.
First story.
This comes from USA Today, and a little town called Fairhaven in Vermont. They had a mayoral election recently.
what?
Mayor. To elect their mayor.
Mayoral? Is that
Mayoral.
Mayoral.
Oh.
It's like cool.
They had their royal election recently to elect their mayor. So this is a small town. Their population is about 2,500 people.
Okay.
And their new mayor is a Nubian goat called named Lincoln, 3 years old. Yeah. So this is a Lincoln won this election against defeated a dog named Sammy by 3 votes, 13-10. So
They only had 13 people vote, and
No, it was
all of
about-
the votes were for.
there was like
animals?
about 30 other votes for there altogether there were 16 animals running for mayor. So
Wait.
those 2 got the most.
So like, I'm so confused. Is this are
What's
they
the
like
confusion?
trying
The
to
animals
be?
the mayor. What's
Are
the
they
problem?
trying to be the mayor of the animal city, or is this like city
No,
where
we're
people?
everyone. Okay, so this town does not have a human mayor. So this is like
How do they not have a human mayor?
they don't. I guess they don't need one. They have a town manager, and
So they have a mayor.
he's a town manager. I don't know.
Town manager.
I don't know what a town manager does. Maybe they give advice to the town. Like, as your manager, I got to tell you got to save money.
Is this
So-
what our country's come to? Nobody wants to be Republican or Democrat, so they're just electing animals now.
It's not a bad idea.
Talk
So
about
it's-
being independent.
It's something to think about. Maybe we should. So maybe our next president should be a pig
Or a squirrel.
or a squirrel. Oh yeah, squirrel.
Same.
Squirrels make great politicians.
Squirrels.
Yeah, they're
Stubby for mayor.
Stubby.
Remember that from week 3 or something, week 2 or 3.
Stubby 2020.
Stubby 2020. I like it.
Stubby the squirrel. 2020. This is the mayor, or not the town manager, who's a human. Started this as a way.
You have to specify.
The human town manager wanted to raise money for a local playground and they raised about $100 on that. But it was also, he said, a great way to introduce like elementary school kids to local government. Okay, so if you could pick any animal to be the next president of the United States and to be elected president, what would it be?
Is this a legitimate question? Like,
Yeah, I don't see the
not a snake, just out of principle.
why.
You say people are like snakes, and that's like,
Yeah,
that's like a
like,
negative
they're
thing.
kind of shady.
Everybody
sketchy.
calls Kevin Durant a snake, right?
Yeah.
And it's never, it's always a negative connotation.
So it's not like, oh, he's a snake.
He's a snake,
It's like he's a snake.
right?
A doggone
You got to
snake.
snarl with it.
Yeah. So what animal would you pick?
I can honestly say that I've never had like. I've
Think
never
of,
had to
I
think
think deep
about
down you know what you think
it. A
about
bald eagle.
a bald eagle.
There you go, bald eagle.
'Cause that's like
just
America.
it's America. It's America.
I remember a time when all people were bald
All
eagles.
people were bald eagles.
All right, I
America.
think I'd go with owl.
An owl? That's a good one.
Yeah. Who?
It's very good. Hoot?
Hoot.
Hoot?
Hoot.
Hoot?
Yeah, Hoot. The President Hootie
President.
McFeathers. And then he's like at a press conference.
So we'd have to make Darius Rucker.
Hootie and
You see what I did there?
President Hootie.
Right.
I'm so confused.
And Hootie from Hootie and the Blowfish would be
The running
Darius
mate.
Rucker. He would be the country manager.
The country man. Okay, so Hootie and Hootie 2020.
Hootie 2020.
Hootie.
Hootie. So what's the moral of the story here?
Oh, the moral of the story is kids are the future. Get it? Because a baby goat's called a kid.
Oh, wow.
This is not. It doesn't really work because it's not a baby goat, but
No,
like,
that's
you
good.
get
I like
the-
it. Well
yeah.
done. Well
Kids
done.
are our
That's-
future. Yeah.
That's pretty good. Well done.
Yeah. See
Well
what I
done.
did there.
Well done. All right. Well, since we're on the topic of animals, I'm gonna talk about mine. I thought this was a feel-good story. I read about this like a week and a half ago.
All right. Okay.
Okay, this happens in California. This guy has a African parrot. It's a beautiful bird. It's all completely gray. It's got a little bit of pink just above its feathers there.
It's a really stylish bird.
It's a very stylish bird. You see this?
I'd like to. Yeah. I think I could take some cues from that.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
It's a fly bird.
The fly.
We're
We're on a roll here.
We're on a roll here. Dad jokes.
Anyway.
Anyways, so this guy has this bird. One time it's like a baby bird, raises him up, and this bird, I guess, just flies away. Okay. Now they're in California. It's a parrot, right? Parrots talk. Anyways, so this guy just kind of puts out a random like, "Hey, if anybody sees my bird, please let me know." So, anyways, this lady finds his bird.
Okay.
Still in California, this lady finds his bird, and has no way of really figuring out whose bird it is. She kind of puts some feelers out online, finds a lady who's also missing an African parrot, and so they get together, they meet, and she said the lady's just devastated because it's not actually her parrot. And then they realize, like, oh, well, this parrot has a, like, you know, they have like the animal tracking chips in them.
Yeah.
I forget what they're called, but you know what I'm talking
They're
about.
called
Animal tracking chips.
ATCs.
Animal tracking chips.
I just made that up.
ATCs.
Let's call it that.
The African parrot has an ATC in its foot.
Okay.
Okay? So, anyways, they go, and the ATC is not registered to anyone. So it's got this chip in it, but there's no info on the chip,
Okay.
except for the ID number that's on this chip.
All right.
So, come to find out, the lady who lost, the second lady who lost her parrot,
Right.
who the parrot that
She found the parrot.
she
and
found
lost it.
the second lady that thought that this was her parrot, but it wasn't, was the one that actually put the chip in the parrot to begin with.
What?
Right. So it's just crazy, like.
Well, so like she worked at the place
Right,
where
she's a
he
vet,
went to
she's
take.
a veterinarian.
She's a vet, and she put the chip.
She's a
in the
veterinarian
parrot.
assistant, I think they said, but she was the one that actually put the tracking chip into the parrot to begin with.
That's crazy.
They were able to get the ID number off the parrot, and they tried to get a hold of the guy that lost the African parrot to begin with, and then they tried they had 4 telephone numbers for him, and then they looked him up in the phone book and online, could not get a hold of this guy on the phone, and so anyways, they were like, we have an address, let's just go to the address and see if this guy's there. The guy was there, and anyways, long story short, after 4 years, this guy gets his parrot back.
4 years.
4 years.
Okay. Is it the same parrot or was
Same exact
was it one
parrot.
of those situations?
Same
where-
exact parrot. As soon as they said that, as soon as the bird saw the guy, that they could tell that there was like this bond there.
Love.
Right. The
Yeah.
only difference is, the only thing is, when the bird left, he could only speak English. When the bird got back, he could speak Spanish. He could speak some Spanish.
Oh, well, that's clear what happened. He decided to go out and get cultured and travel the world. And,
Oh, sure.
yeah.
He probably stole the guy's
He traveled
credit card.
Latin America. Yeah, he stole the credit card and traveled
Yeah.
Latin America. And,
Yeah.
Okay, that's not.
The lady that found the bird, the first lady that found the bird, she's from Panama, and she recognized, like,
Okay.
obviously that he was speaking some Spanish. So it was just kind of funny. Anyway, I thought it was a good story though. It's a
That's
good
good, yeah,
story. It was something. It's not something crazy.
Yeah, the bird came home eventually. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's a good feel good
Yeah.
story.
Yeah, that's good. Why did?
It made me happy on the inside.
Yeah. It warmed your cold heart.
It warmed my cold heart. So
Alright, so it's so weird to me that the bird. I don't know how long you had the bird in the first place. So that the bird flew away in the first place. What was
Yeah, I
the
don't
home
know.
life like?
I don't know. What was his home life like?
Yeah, was there like a lot of?
I'm out.
I'm out.
I don't know. But anyways, I thought it was a good feel good story.
That is a good food.
The
Yeah.
moral of the story is, you lose your birds, have hope, because you could have a serendipitous moment just like this.
That's the word. That's the word of the day. Serendipitous.
Serendipitous.
Yeah.
Serendipitous. Have you ever seen that movie?
Serendipitous?
Serendipity.
No. Serendipity? What is it? What's it about?
Serendipity.
It's just like
It's a Christmas movie. Look it up, down
that's a
Christmas.
Christmas movie.
It is.
It's a weird name for a Christmas movie. You
Not
can't have a
really. You
Christmas
gotta,
movie
but you gotta
without-
watch the movie though. You gotta watch the movie. I have it.
Is it about a bird?
No, it's a complete chick flick,
A chick flick. Okay.
but it's a good movie. It's got yeah, I can't remember who's in it.
Amy Adams.
Nope.
Uh,
Amy Adams.
I don't know. That's the first thing that
This
comes.
is a
Sounds like a
random
movie
actress.
she'd be in. Yeah. Serendipitous.
Serendipity.
Serendipity.
No, it's serendipity, not serendipitous.
What's the difference?
That's a big difference.
That's the sequel. Serendipitous. This time there are more letters than ever. Serendipitous. All right. It's a revenge movie. The bird comes back. All right. My next story is from the Washington Post. So this one is not a feel-good story. I'm sorry to say. So this man, Robert Brandel, 60-year-old man, he was found in the back seat of a blue pickup truck in upstate New York, which is awful. You know, no one wants to be there.
I'm assuming he was deceased.
No, he was alive, but his hands and ankles are bound by duct tape, and and you know his rope is tied, or there's like a rope around his neck and stuff. So the police find him and rescue him, and he tells them what happened. So he says that he was playing Super Bowl Squares, which is a gambling game you play.
Okay.
Do you have you heard of that?
Never.
Football or Super Bowl Squares with the
Super Bowl squares.
sounds like a great.
Is this something that you played during the Super Bowl?
Yeah.
Okay.
So he says he's playing Super Bowl Squares with two men. So he says that they robbed him at gunpoint and took $16,000 in cash that he had won in the game.
Man.
So and then they drove him around Western New York against his will for a couple of days. So
They just drove around, like, just to see the
yeah.
countryside?
So that's the story we told. However, there's a twist. The police notice there's some inconsistencies in the story, like the fact that they noticed he was able to like roll down a window while he was in the van. They noticed that he has a goatee, but otherwise he's like completely shaved. Like he's been able to shave.
What did they shave for him? Like what are you talking like?
Yeah.
They kidnapped me, but shaved my face.
Yeah,
like,
and they didn't think he seemed distraught at all or had any signs of being kidnapped. So it turns out after 35 minutes of questioning, he admits that he faked his kidnapping. It wasn't real. So this is the real story. He was running a Super Bowl Squares game with a $50,000 payout. So and he cheated. He rigged the game by making up names on some of the squares, but he lost anyway. So he lost. He loses the game, but he did
cheat and still lose.
He's not a smart guy.
Obviously.
Yeah. So he lost. He loses the game, but he doesn't have the money to pay most of the $50,000, obviously. So he faked his kidnapping and robbery as an excuse to get out of the paying the money. It's pretty short-sighted. Like that whole thing was just as an excuse. Like, oh, I got kidnapped and robbed. I can't pay you your money. So
Right. It's like he didn't owe the money to the police.
no. So he was just gonna use that as an excuse to tell to the winner as why he couldn't pay his money because I was robbed. They took $16,000 from me. What am I supposed to do? So he just so that's what he did. He staged his kidnapping.
Yeah, this guy seems real. He's missing some planks upstairs.
Some planks upstairs.
Some planks upstairs.
So he was arrested and charged with a felony of a scheme to defraud and a misdemeanor count of falsely reporting an incident. So he's in big trouble now. He's probably thoroughly humiliated.
Oh yeah.
You know, so yeah, it's a terrible idea.
Yeah. This is just I'm assuming this happened as the suit like in February, the beginning of February, like when the Super Bowl.
Yeah, the story was just reported a couple weeks ago.
Okay.
So, but this is So.
So this it probably came out before all the stuff with Jesse Smallwood, like
maybe it might have been
about the same time.
It might have been around the same time, a little after. So the moral of the story is don't fake your own. Don't fake an attack on yourself. The kind of the same lesson with the Jussie Smollett thing. Don't.
Just say no.
Just say no.
Just say no.
Is that the real moral? Just say no.
I don't know.
Just say no to what?
To self-kidnapping.
Just say no to self-kidnapping. That's the real moral of the story. So if next time you're in a group of friends out behind the bowling alley and just smoking a doobie, and someone asks you, hey bro, you wanna kidnap yourself? And just say no. Just don't do it.
Just say no. Just say no.
Just say no. That's the real.
Even if all the cool kids are doing it.
Yeah.
Even if all the cool kids are jumping off bridges, just say no.
Yeah. Even if everyone else in the school is doing it.
Oh dear God.
All right.
Never in my life I would have been like, I'm having a tough day. I think I need to fake my own kidnapping.
That's pretty desperate. If you're
super desperate.
And he got to that point by gambling, by betting his bottom dollar.
This is why I don't gamble. I got an addictive personality when it comes to stuff like that. And I'm crazy competitive.
So you think?
So I'm like, if I play blackjack, 'cause it's like, I'm gonna use that as an example because it's like the only game I know how to play.
Right.
I can like halfway play 5-card draw, but I don't even know if that's like a legitimate like gambling game. But I'm like, I don't know. I'm just not gonna lose that money because I'm not gonna play this.
So you think you would have a problem with gambling if you did? Like you might.
No, I'm not saying I would have a problem with it. I hate to lose. You see what I'm saying? So
you might write fake names on Super Bowl players
right.
to win, and then
Right.
and then next thing you know, you're faking your own kidnapping, and things get out of
one thing leads to another.
You know how
and
it is.
here we are.
Tale as old as time. So
Tales of Time,
yeah.
or at least 2018
Yeah.
and /19.
It's 20.
When did the Jesse Smallwood stuff?
That was. What did you say?
Jesse Smallwood. When did that happen?
Jesse Smollett.
Smallwood.
Smallwood?
How do you say his name? Smollett?
Smollett.
What did I say? Smallwood?
Smallwood.
I don't
I don't know. Anyway,
I'm thinking of two different people.
who's to say what? Yeah, I've heard it both ways.
I've read a lot of articles. Another guy that I heard about his last name was
Some
Smallwood.
sources reported his name was Jesse
Right.
Smallwood. We're not sure.
It's his alias.
Yeah. All right.
Jesse Smallwood.
What's going on this week in Florida?
So this guy, okay, and this is like Atlanta. This is in Atlanta news that was talking about this, but there's several different stories. This is, I literally LOL'd when I read this.
LOL.
Literally LOL.
Literally.
So this guy in Florida, for whatever reason, he gets his car impounded. He goes to get his car out of the impound lot, and when he gets there, he's talking to the guy that owns the impound lot, and he owns like a kind of a car dealership where he kind of refurbishes and sells these repoed cars that don't get claimed, et cetera, et cetera. They repaint them, all this kind of stuff. Anyways, so this guy goes to reclaim him to get his car out of the impound lot. The car, though, is behind police tape.
Right.
So he's like, no big deal. Let me call the police, make sure it's still good for you to tow it. So he said, and the guy that owns the lot, he said, as he was coming back outside to tell this guy, the police will be here in a minute to remove all of their stuff, hang out 20 minutes, and you can have your car back, no problemo. This guy starts throwing bombs at his own car.
What do you mean bombs?
Bombs. He was making like Molotov cocktails and throwing them in his own car.
It's extreme. So he decided like, if I can't have my car back right this second,
Right.
I'll just blow it up.
And all he had to do
Was
was wait.
How long?
And he paid. The thing is, he paid almost $300 to get his car out of the impound lot,
Right.
but he couldn't wait for 20 minutes. I guess he just didn't want the police to show up. Anyways, they got all this stuff on camera.
That's awful.
The video is hilarious. The video is.
What's the video of? Is it him throwing?
It's just him throwing these.
Does this car blow up? Does it work?
No, I mean it sets it on fire.
But it doesn't. Does
It didn't really blow up, but I mean the car itself sets on fire. But it's hilarious.
Why?
So-
What? That's
Anyways, I don't understand it.
that sounds like a drug decision. Like
Yeah,
he like
But
if you can't wait 20 minutes and you start blowing up your
literally
car,
20 minutes. And the guy that owns the thing, he said, I didn't even. The guy that owns the lot. This is him talking to the news. He said, I didn't even own it anymore. He was getting it out. 20 minutes. If he had waited 20 minutes, he would have been able to drive away in his car. That's it.
Damn. So he just
So like, I wonder if the guy like. So my question is, I'm like, did he have drugs in the car? But I'm thinking like, surely if he would have had drugs or something in the car.
I mean, by that point, he was about to
already.
get the car back anyway.
Right.
So it
So
doesn't matter. Heck.
wait 20 minutes for the police to come and get their crap, and like I don't understand like why you would.
Maybe there was.
Anyways.
He saw like a ghost in the car, and he's like, that
So
you
he's
know, he's
freaked
like,
out?
he knows that a Molotov cocktail is the only way to get rid of it. So. You still
I'm throwing it.
you're just done with
Moral of
it.
the story is, patience is a virtue.
Patience. Yeah,
That's good.
that is good. Yeah. So
Patience
if
is
you're patient, and
You
if
don't
you're
have to
patient
blow
enough
up your own
to,
car.
you don't have to blow up your own car. I think. Now
That's a-
that I think about it, I might do the same thing. I probably just blow it up.
You just blow it.
If I
up.
can't
It's
have
like,
my
"Ah,
car-
forget it.
If I can't have my car the exact second I ask for it, then I shouldn't have it at all.
It's my way or the
It's
highway.
my way or the highway. So I think this is logical. I think we'd all make the same decision. Just blow up the car.
Just blow it up.
Yeah, why not?
Just set it on fire.
Yeah, blow it up.
But the thing is, like the guy, like I said, he like was fixing these cars up. They had like a body shop in there, and they had like flammable materials, like with paint. And,
Blow it up. Doesn't matter.
Can you imagine how much money that guy would
I know.
have lost? I mean, surely he would have been able to claim it on his insurance or something.
Okay,
But still,
This is what I want to know. How did he? What the fact that he's made like these bombs, these makeshift bombs or whatever makes me think he planned like he came ready to blow his car.
right.
So he
And I think if I remember, right, I think he threw 6 of them. At least in the
6?
video, he's like, yeah.
was really ready. Like he
Oh, yeah.
came there with the intent of blowing his car up.
Right.
And I don't know. That's I can't explain that.
Out of La Florida.
I'm gonna explain I'm gonna go with the ghost excuse.
Okay.
There's probably ghosts in the car. So
Well, I'll just say that he's on drugs.
yeah.
I feel like most of half the stories that we talk about
Yeah, the drugs are
could have
involved in
been
some way.
prevented. Just say no, kids.
The moral of all of our stories, the moral of 80 Proof is don't do drugs, and you probably have a better
You
life.
probably have a better life.
Yeah,
Unless you're looking for your parrot.
that's
And then you'll have a serendipitous moment, and it's okay.
you brought it back. I see what you did there.
So you did
Serendipity.
that?
Make sure to go watch Serendipity.
Serendipity.
On Netflix. Is it on Netflix?
During Christmas time, I think it's on Netflix.
So let's say you go watch it on Serendipity on Netflix, and I'll watch it too, and we'll all learn a lesson. So, but yeah,
It's a good movie.
it's a good movie.
It's one of my favorites.
So you don't remember anything about what it's about. You don't remember anything about
Me and a
it.
buddy of mine watch it every year.
Wait. So you watch this movie every year, and you don't know what it's about.
No, I don't know exactly what it's about, but I want you to go watch
What's
it.
it
It's
about?
got
Is it
John Cusack and
Did you
Kate,
just look it up?
Kate Beckinsale.
John Cuse and Kate? So what's it about? When did it come out? What
It's a
happened?
love story. It's a chick flick. You just gotta watch it. I don't want to ruin it for you.
I,
Just go watch it. Just go watch
you
it.
can't tell me like a
Just
sentence
go
or
watch
two
it.
about what
Just
happens.
go watch it. Just go watch it.
How is it a Christmas movie too? Is it they?
Because it's not really a Christmas movie.
It just
but it's
takes place during
It
Christmas.
takes place during
So
Christmas.
it's like Die Hard.
No.
You know, people debate like whether Die Hard's a Christmas movie because it takes place at Christmas.
Die
time.
Hard is absolutely a Christmas movie.
Is it? Why do
you watch your mouth?
Why do you say it's why? What makes it?
Because it happens during Christmas time, so it's a
So
Christmas
any movie that has Christmas scenes in it is a Christmas movie.
No,
So what makes it a Christmas movie?
it happens during Christmas time.
But what if Christmas? What if there's no? What if Christmas is not a part of the story? Like what if no
What time
one-
of year did it happen?
Christmas.
So it's a Christmas movie. If it happens in July, it's not a Christmas movie.
Christmas in July. Think about it.
I'm not talking about a sale at Lumber Liquidators. I'm talking.
Okay, so what if there's no lesson learned that has to do with Christmas? What if in Christmas movies there's a lesson like a warm-hearted lesson like
I feel like it's really boxing in, like really.
That's what they're all about.
Christmas movies.
That's all Christmas movies are all about.
I'm not even a huge fan of Christmas. I don't even know why I'm arguing this.
Christmas in general or Christmas movies?
What do you mean?
You're not a big fan of Christmas, the holiday?
I'm okay with it. I mean, I like the family time. I like Thanksgiving better.
Thanksgiving's better because of the food.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Cranberry sauce.
But how do you? So the food at Thanksgiving outweighs the gifts at Christmas.
No, I like Christmas a smidge better just because I like watching my kids open up gifts.
They should combine them so you get food in. With Christmas, you have food too. It's kind of good best of both worlds.
Thanks to Christmas.
Thanks for Christmas.
Thanks for Christmas.
Thank the
Thanks.
God blesseth everyone. Thank the
We just invented a new holiday.
Yeah,
We need to do that on 80 proof. Have a Thanks to Christmas.
I'm down. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Keep an eye out for the Thanks for Christmas special this year on 80
Yeah. You can dress up like I'll dress up like a pilgrim. You can dress up like Rudolph.
Why Rudolph?
Christmas.
But that's the only thing you can think of, Rudolph.
Why not?
Oh, I'm Rudolph. Oh.
Is that what Rudolph sounds like?
That's more Mickey Mouse, I think, than Rudolph.
Yeah, the creepy version of.
Oh. That's Rudolph. He's. Did you see the whole thing around Christmas? This last Christmas of Rudolph, like it's not a real controversy. People were upset because the Huffington Post came out with this article. I think that they're kind of saying that Rudolph is problematic, like it's sexist and the message is bad, and which it does have a bad message.
I remember hearing something about it, but
so this article was a little satirical. I think it was kind of like
okay.
It wasn't meant to be taken
another
too
good word.
Satirical.
Satirical.
We've had so many words of the day.
I know. I feel so smart.
We need more days to.
I'm a smart man.
A serendipitous, satirical man. So anyway, so people kind of took it really, really seriously. Like, how could people be offended by Rudolph? It's a classic. And then it was just a weird thing. Like people were being offended by the idea of people being offended by Rudolph.
Welcome to America. We have nothing real to fight about, so we fight about.
The whole thing was
Rudolph.
weird, yeah. And the original thing was kind of a joke anyway. So it was just weird. So
that's stupid.
Anyway, that was not serendipitous.
Not serendipitous.
Anyway, so all right.
That's the biggest little bullcrap ever. It's Rudolph, man.
Oh, so now you're one of those people. You're outraged by the Rudolph outrage?
No, it's stupid. It's the biggest waste of time ever.
To talk about Rudolph?
Yeah. It's Christmas time. Just be happy.
Just be happy.
Just be happy.
Just be happy.
Moral of the story: just be happy and don't do drugs.
And don't do drugs. And kids are the future.
Kids are the future.
All right. I think that's all we got today. Right? Do you have anything else?
We're just under. Nope. We got 18 seconds. We gotta fill something out. Conor McGregor got arrested.
Conor McGregor got arrested. What did he do?
Last night. I guess somebody tried to take a picture of him with their smartphone. He didn't appreciate it too much. I'm sure the dude was probably in his face like, let's take a selfie. It was after his mom's birthday. We were leaving, I think, some club or bar or something. And, so anyways, he ended up smacking the phone out of the guy's face.
Right.
Or out of the guy's hand. And went and stomped on it a bunch of times, broke the phone. And then just picked the phone up and walked away.
Just because the guy tried to take a picture?
Mm-hmm. It's gonna get annoying, though.
People taking pictures
But
of
people are like constantly like, you're just trying to celebrate with your moms. And like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, people shouldn't be taking
there's
pictures.
better ways to handle that situation.
I just feel like when you're someone that famous though, like that's kind of, you're not gonna go anywhere.
There's still people though. You still gotta live your life.
You gotta live your life, but when you go out to a public place as a celebrity, does this upset you?
No, it does. Celebrities are people too.
They are people, but they're famous people. They're people that people want to recognize and like say that they saw. You know, so it's like.
Right. No, I get it.
I say that now. I don't know. I'm never gonna be a celebrity, so I don't know.
You might be.
I might be.
80 proof is gonna take off, bro.
That's true.
We're gonna be famous.
We're gonna be famous.
We're gonna be
Serendipitous.
Serendipitous.
Okay, so.
So anyways, so more of the story is, so anyways, the guy ended up calling the police. They arrested him. He ended up getting out last night on bail. There's a video. He got out of jail and then went for a run.
What Conor McGregor did?
Yeah.
Okay, well, so no harm done. Really.
So no, I mean,
except for the guy's phone.
except for he just got arrested less than a year ago, or like right at a year ago for the violent stuff.
Who hasn't been arrested a few times in a year? Yeah, me too. Okay, fine. But
Anyways,
so who's gonna pay for the guy's phone?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm sure Conor McGregor could have just given him a phone and then
But
there's
will
no
he?
harm done. I don't know.
He should sign the phone too.
I don't know.
Broke the guy's phone.
I don't know. Anyways, tell everybody your social media stuff so people can look you up on social media.
Oh, but
Where
what
can
if,
we find you?
so what if someone finds me and then they take a picture of me and then am I justified to break their phone?
You didn't listen to the moral story with Conor
What?
McGregor?
What was the more?
Smack that phone out the hand, step on it,
So that's right.
and then take it and run.
Okay, so
Take it and just leave. You go home.
Bye. You can find me on Instagram as Scuba Steve Simmons and Facebook as Steven Simmons. And I think that's it. I have a Twitter. I don't know what that is. I don't use it. I don't know.
I have a Twitter too somewhere. Actually, I've started a couple Twitters.
I don't see.
I'm gonna get on Twitter because that's the true social media.
I don't get Twitter. I don't
It's
know
actual-
what you're supposed to do.
I don't know. You just
There's no pictures. It's just like people saying.
there's pictures.
I don't get it.
I don't get it either.
So,
But anyways, find me Isaac Thomas Live on pretty much everything.
Everything?
Facebook,
Everything.
everything.
Okay.
Facebook, everything. That's my sexy voice. Everything.
Thanks.
Instagram Isaac Thomas Live at Isaac Thomas Live. Facebook, I think it's the same. Isaac Thomas. I don't think it's Isaac Thomas Live. Yeah. Oh, I do have an announcement.
What?
It's special. It's a special announcement.
Ooh, okay.
So for the last year, and I think you know this, but I haven't really talked about it a lot. Last year and a half-ish, I've been working on doing another clothing line. The last one that I did was kind of going in a direction I just didn't like, wasn't happy with it anymore, so I stopped doing
College
it.
Park.
College Park, yeah. No longer doing College Park. We're working on a new brand, so putting the finishing touches on it now. So it'll be out. Pre-orders will be out for it in about a month.
Ooh. And what's this new brand called?
It's going to be called Delium.
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 Okay.
So
How do you spell it?
Bdellium. There's a B at the beginning.
Bedelium.
Bedelium, but the B is silent.
Yeah,
So it's just Delium. Delium.
I
So
can-
look for it, people. It's coming.
Cool. Look out for Delium.
Delium. So it's going to be completely different from College Park.
So what
and
kind
I'm going to have women's clothes now too. That's not just going to be streetwear type stuff.
Cool. So some more classic.
It's going to be a lot of basics. We'll still have some graphic tees, but it'll be a lot of basics, a lot of just everyday wear.
Cool.
But very, very good quality.
Yes.
Very, very good quality. So
Yeah. So look out for Delium.
look out for Delium.
Coming
Super excited about it.
later this year.
So we'll have pre-orders probably second week in April is what I'm hoping for.
Okay. Awesome.
Yeah.
So yeah, look out for Delium.
Delium
This is exciting.
is very exciting. All right. Thanks for watching.
Thanks.
Oh,
Make sure
All
that-
right. So now that you're almost done with your drink, I saw you pour some more. What's your opinion of it? Is it something you would drink all the time?
Yeah, I would.
Would you?
Yeah, it's
I think if you added some Sprite, I think it'd be okay.
I could see some Sprite to kind of smooth it
Yeah,
out.
yeah. It's very velvety,
Velvety,
very thick.
thick. So velvet equals thick.
Sure.
Okay. Nice. Yeah, it's velvet. So it's velvety,
Very-
and it's good. I like it. It's
I like it. Like I said, I think this would be a good summertime, like mix it with Sprite
on the beach,
on the beach,
behind the bowling alley.
poolside, maybe at night in a hot tub or something.
Yeah, yeah,
I don't know. I don't know that I would just sip on this every day, just while I'm chilling.
yeah. But it's
good. I like
it's good. Yeah. So, all right. Make sure to like and subscribe and share and comment and dislike if you want.
Don't dislike.
Be honest.
If you dislike it, just don't tell anybody you dislike it.
If you-
Tell people that you actually like it.
Yeah. If you dislike it,
I don't
lie.
know why I say it like that. Like it. Make sure you like
You
it.
like it.
Like it.
So if you
Right.
even if you dislike it, just like it anyway on YouTube and
just mute it.
just we want you to lie and
Give us the views, people. Give us the
don't tell us the truth. So
Don't tell us the views.
all right.
All right.
Thanks for watching this week, episode 7. See you next week.
Deuce.